that the Father may bring glory to, so that the Son may bring glory to the Father. And you may ask me anything in my name, and I will do it. So when Philip said, show us the Father, Jesus said, Philip, how long have I been with you? Whoever has seen the Father has seen me. So when it says about the everlasting Father, it's showing the unity between Jesus and his Father. All right, let's look at our last thought here. And it says that he would be the Prince of Peace. Boy, what a beautiful thought, that Jesus was going to be the Prince of Peace. I think that the best picture of this is seen on Palm Sunday morning when Jesus came riding into Jerusalem on a donkey in peace. Now back in that day, if you were a king and if you were riding into a city, you'd be riding on a horse in battle. But the fact that Jesus came riding in on a donkey, whenever a king would come into a city in peace, he would always ride a donkey. He is the Prince of Peace. Do you need peace today? Do you need peace in your heart? Peace in your mind? Peace in your soul? I'm trying to think who said this. I'm not sure, but I think it was Augustine, one of the great church fathers, who said this. He said, Lord, my soul is restless until it finds rest in thee. And how true that is for us, friends. Sometimes with the stresses and problems, temptations of this life, in this world, our heart and soul can be restless within us. And I love those words, that my soul is restless until it finds rest in thee. And the only place you'll find rest, true rest and peace in this life and in this world is in Jesus. My soul is restless until it finds rest in thee. I love the words of John 16:33 where Jesus said this. He says, now mind you, this is right after the Last Supper. They're still in the upper room. Jesus is preparing his disciples for him to be arrested and scourged and crucified. He was preparing his disciples for this. And here's what Jesus said to them. He said, these things have I spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you will have tribulation. Right, Harry? Right, Lori? And I can say every one of us. In this world you will have tribulation. We're going to have problems in this life. Even Christians have problems in this life. And he said, these things have I spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you'll have tribulation and problems, but be of good cheer. Be of good comfort. I have overcome this world. And you want to know something, friends? Because Jesus has overcome this world, we're going to overcome it too, and all its problems. There were two artists that were asked to paint a picture of their concept of peace. And I'm going to be closing with this thought. So the one artist, he used very dark colors and he painted a picture, I guess it was by the ocean. And there was these rocks, okay, and the sky was dark. There was flashes of lightning. And the waters in the ocean were, turbulent. And so he used all these dark colors and then somehow when you look through those rocks, very small, there was a little cleft in one of the rocks. And you know what was there? Perched there? A little bird. And you know what, friends? More often than not, that little bird is us. And those storms with the crashing of the waves and the dark skies and the flashes of lightning, that's life. But God is like those rocks. We're like that little bird that's in the cleft of that rock. There may be all hell breaking out around us. But we are safe and secure, that little bird in the cleft of those rocks. The other artist, he used very pastel colors, very soft, tranquil colors, and painted a very serene picture of peace. I say more often than not for you and I as believers. I mean, we may have moments in this life where things are very tranquil and peaceful, but I think more often than not we're like that little bird that's in the cleft of those rocks, and the storms are all around us, and the lightning's flashing, and the waves are crashing. But friends, we are in that, we're in the Prince of Peace, Christ. It's like we're in the eye of the storm. There's a hurricane going on around us, but we're in the eye of that storm. And that's Jesus. He's the one who gives us peace because he is the Prince of Peace. As I close today, I just want to mention that if that's where you're at today in your life, maybe you have a hurricane going all around you, and you're facing tribulation in your life, and your soul is restless, and you're feeling anxious, and fear, and worry, dear friends, pray. Go someplace where you can find some quiet. Go into your bedroom. Shut the door. Get on your knees before God and do what the scriptures say, and that is this: cast all your care on the Lord. He cares for you. Take all of your burdens, all of your problems, all of your worry, your stress, your fear, and give it to God in prayer. Because you want to know something? He has a peace for us. He does. In exchange for your problems and your anxiety and your fear, God has a peace he wants to give to us. I think that's why in that great hymn that we sing, "It is well with my soul," I think the guy that wrote that hymn was going through a terrible time in his life. But he found that peace that passes all understanding. That's why he was able to write that hymn, "It is well with my soul." And we can find that same peace in Christ, where you and I, we can say the same thing. Even though all hell is breaking out around us, we can say, "It's well with my soul." Because I have the Prince of Peace who's given me peace in my heart and in my mind. Have you ever felt that? You know what I'm talking about this morning? It's real. It really is. All right, let's close in prayer. Well, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, as we've studied your word